It's like, oh, you may have R-worded this girl? Let's hang, dog.
Even his parents were telling him to stop. His parents, his brother. So what? Stop pocket watching, you little bit.
For all I know, it was Trainwreck that tweeted that from their social account. It was like...
Just make it up! They just take it to an extreme and they just make retarded points because they don't like Kick, and it's obvious they don't like Kick. I found this though. This is interesting. This is Ethan Klein's take.
Fousey is not doing well.
Clearly.
He was arrested yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And like a really... he was having like a
was
full-on episode.
I think he had... Was he 5150?
That's what I think happened, which is the best outcome, I think.
I believe somebody mentioned this morning that TMZ reported that. Which is kind of crazy that was in TMZ. Yeah, here it is. Cam just sent the link.
I wonder if they feel any sense of guilt.
The clip was
happened.
Absolutely wild, man. It was just wild, wild. YouTuber Fousey brought to hospital by cops. Mental health check after live stream rant.
So there you go.
The cops were pretty good, I gotta say. I don't know if it's they thought that they knew he was live because he told them.
Hey! That's actually a good take. That's good. I don't know what Ethan's take on cops are, but I presume he'd have some of the ACAB brain rot from Ethan Klein, no? From Hassan Arbi.
Or they're just patient cops. But I was afraid he was going to resist or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, please don't resist, bro, please. And he didn't. He didn't at all, actually. He was very compliant with them. But...
well, he did scream on the top of his lungs in their faces.
I know.
But he didn't, like, do anything, like, aggressive other than yell.
When they said you're under arrest, he complied.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, I mean... There is an alternate universe where Fousey did resist, and he had a big fuck-off knife, and he went right at the police, you know? Ah! Ah! I want to see that I want to see that footage.
Or not under arrest, but I guess let us...
They just started handcuffing him.
So this was all brought on... There was some troll who kept calling him and being like, I know where you live, I'm going to hurt your family. And he kept answering the call on stream.
Okay, to be fair to the troll didn't say, I'm going to hurt your family. That's a bit disingenuous. That's not what happened. Like, it's like... You could even, if that was true, you could even understand why Fousey might want to talk to them and engage with them. That's not what he said at all. He made some vague allusion, like talking about lasting it through the night to Fousey, but nothing to do with his family. The thing he's done that's bad with his family is contact his family to talk about what was going on with Fousey. God, why do people do this, man? They just say what seems like a tiny thing, but it's actually quite a big deal in terms of misinformation.
And then I guess he just got super scared, called the police, and was like, "This guy's threatening me." And then the cops, the dispatch, rightfully was confused. She's like, "Okay, well, who is he? What does he look like?"
Good take.
And then he was like, "Okay, if you're not coming, then he's here. He has a gun to my head. Help me, please." And so then it got swarmed by police, and he got arrested. And, you know, I've been kind of trying to... He's fallen in. After the big controversy happened with the girl at the airport, I disengaged a little bit. I disengaged a lot of it.
Mm.
And it's interestingly that at that same moment, it's almost like it was a positive for him, because like all of a sudden he started befriending Fresh and Fit, Sneeko, hanging out with Sneeko, Aiden Ross. It's like, oh, you may have R-worded this girl? Let's hang, dog. And then...
Okay, that's ridiculous. That is fucking an insane thing to say. I don't think any of them thought, oh, you nearly R-worded this girl. Maybe at worst, if you could even call it that, is they felt that people were being unfair by calling it the R word, perhaps, and they were sympathetic for that reason. It seems completely absurd to suggest that they were like, oh, you nearly raped a bitch? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, but okay, the thing is, it's a funny meme, don't get me wrong, it's a funny thing to say, but you could make that joke if your audience was a bit more discerning, but his chat is full of fucking retards, aren't they? So they're obviously going to take that, you know, as serious, and then it just continues to perpetuate this idea that all these people like love rape.
From that, it's crazy. It really did happen from that event, I feel like.
Yeah, 100%.
Because after that event, I was like, oh, this is going to fizzle out now. Because a lot of his audience were our people.
True. Imagine
But
a chat
after
full
that,
of retards.
He started blowing up. His views were like 50,000 because he was hanging out with Aiden Ross and Sneeko and all these little, you know, all these kids from these communities started following him. And they're little pieces of shit, too. I was in the chat, saw what they're saying. They're all like, we're just here for Aiden to watch you have a meltdown. Shit, like real nasty shit.
That's a fair comment.
Basically.
That is a fair comment, and it's absolutely true that the people in Fousey's audience were like emboldening him and pushing him on to do crazier and crazier shit. And to be fair to Ethan's community, those that were watching probably were trying to mediate or like, you know, were probably doing the opposite, right? I can't imagine they would be there going, yeah, man, have a fucking breakdown on stream.
And apparently he hadn't slept in 2 days. He also said, I haven't taken my meds in 2 days at one point.
Yeesh.
During this final stream.
Boy. Oh, no.
And I mean, listen, my final advice to him, which I think is proven to be good advice, I think, is that I just don't think that this type of lifestyle is compatible with who he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's really, you know.
Has proven himself unworthy of having a platform, frankly.
And
if you saw Fousey standing on a bridge, would you tell him to jump? I tell him to jump when I started recording, yes. Correct. Yes.
I personally have been avoiding the topic because I don't want to feed into whatever is going on with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't put it in the title. That's why I don't, clickbait it. And I put it at the end of the episode. But I just wanted to say that, honestly, people really did kind of drop the ball on this. Like Kick, his stream was on Kick.
Okay.
There was like 80,000 people watching.
Yeah.
A very dangerous situation. I was watching the live stream.
That's
it
a
was
good commentary.
scary.
I agree with this.
He was interacting with chat. He was doxing himself. He was on the phone saying his exact hotel and room number. He was giving the address of this guy. He thought it was this guy's address.
Why are you soy facing that? He's right. He's 100% correct. What do you mean? Okay, I'm gonna have to do something about this overuse of soy.
He was calling the police. Like, this was
The thing is, I do think Kick should probably take some action. Putting that to one side, though, it's not even a case that you even have to say that he should ban them. The Kick should ban him, but they should have taken some action at the moment, maybe shut the stream off or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, they can intervene in other ways so they can, bring the temperature down in a very dangerous situation, and they could, just shut the stream off. There we go. Yes, Kick should take some action. Get him signed for 77 million. Cut the feed, soy. You guys are so annoying, man. What the
very
fuck?
dangerous situation. And it's very fortunate that,
So I think at the point that, this guy was clearly trolling him, they should have been monitoring it. I think the optimum point would have been, when Fousey started getting aggressive, they should have issued a warning. And then at the point he was contacting the police and sorting himself, yeah, they should have shut it down at that point before the police showed up. That's obvious. Any platform that is acting at the very least in its own self-interest would do that. Stop soy nodding me. Stop. Stop. Stop soy nodding me. Stop it. No more soy nods. Cease. Cease. Stop. Stop now. Enough. Stop. No.
He wasn't killed by the police. I feel like that was an
one of
alternate
the
outcome.
That was one of the outcomes that was on the table.
And so it's actually insane that they really don't care. I feel like
Cult of Dusty is better than Cut Logic. Does Cult of Dusty still even make content anymore? I thought he'd retired, no?
if that was on Twitch, it would have ended way earlier and potentially could have brought him down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was getting all charged up from the stream numbers. He kept talking about how he's the biggest viral sensation. And then, of course, I know these guys don't give a fuck, but Aiden Ross, Stico, Fresh and Fit, they don't care about. I don't even think they believe mental health is a real thing. So can't expect us to say anything to them. But this was a guy who wasn't doing well that they just poured attention onto. There's a clip of him with Sneeko, and he keeps getting text messages. And
I know this clip already.
I don't know why, but he started to panic and he was hitting himself in the head. He's like, I can't stop getting text messages. People need to stop texting me. And Sneeko was like rattled by it. But, you know, they don't want to help him. They just want to keep farming the views. That didn't slow him down. And I'm not quite sure what else to say about it. I mean, I'm glad he wasn't hurt.
Well, I wasn't watching the whole thing until, you know, our chat was blowing up about what was going on. And then I just...
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Is I think this, Sneeko obviously was benefiting from the views and he was acting kind of obnoxious. But, I mean, not even his, like... Even his parents were telling him to stop. His parents, his brother, others around him were telling him to stop, and he didn't listen to them. What, you think Sneeko is going to convince him to stand down? Unlikely. Unlikely. To be honest with you, if you think about it, this is all Ethan's fault. This is all Ethan's fault at the end of the day. He had him on his show and gassed him up at the start. Nah, obviously he couldn't account for everything that was going to happen, but... He definitely kicked the first domino, didn't he? Why has he got such a big mask on? Okay.
Started seeing our chat just became like, oh my God, what the fuck, a bunch. And I was like, what's happening?
Our chat?
Like the H3 cruise.
Oh, you mean us watching it? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like last night, I was seeing like people be like, holy shit.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, no.
It was surreal.
Yeah, so I tuned in like right as the cops were about to show up. And, you know, I don't spend a lot of time on Kick. Surprise, surprise. But I saw on the sidebar that Fousey was...
What? Okay, why are people acting like Kick? Okay, I know I'm streaming there tomorrow. I'm biased right now. But why are people acting like Kick is like Rape Central or something? Like, I don't spend much time on Kick. Like, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to see a bunch of fucking degens gambling, maybe. I don't know. That's about it, really. Oh, I don't want to go on Kick. Oh, no. I might see crypto gambling, which I can also see on Twitch. But on Kick, it's worse for some reason. Oh, no. I might see a hot tub stream. But actually, the rules are more lax on Kick about that. Oh, you know what I mean? Ridiculous. Well, if you don't watch Kick, that's fine. But acting like, you know... There's like some good reason to not be on Kick. It's kind of crazy, no? Anyway, don't forget, I'm streaming on Kick tomorrow. Make sure to shoot me a follow on there. I'm going to be live at 8 AM Eastern. Hopefully there's a rape tonight or something, so we've got something juicy to get into. But if not, well, I'm sure there's some Ice Poseidon memes we can get into. I'm sure they've been causing some antics, him and Sandpepper. Maybe something comes out from the streamies. We'll see.
Was by far the biggest stream on the platform. at that moment because of what was going on.
By far.
And the second highest, it was suggesting to me on the sidebar, was Trainwreck. And I took this screenshot. This is what Trainwreck, who is like the face of this platform,
he is a part
doing.
owner.
Well, right.
Yeah.
He's just doing the slots.
Welcome
doing
to
the slots.
Chud Nation.
As this guy is about to get...
drama you want to see in the
oh, sorry.
Chud Soino,
Okay.
Chud Soino, Chud Soino.
So what? Stop pocket watching, you little fucking bitch. Hey, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. You know, this kind of leads in as well to the thing that happened whilst Fousey was going insane. Is people were going to Trainwrecks chat and trying to get him, like they had to ban Fousey as a term and put it into emote only mode. Obviously, funny thing to have happened, but it is completely unreasonable that Trainwrecks is responsible for everything that happens on Kick ever when he's a streamer himself. When Kick is a big platform and has got lots of other fucking irons in the fire. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of wild that he's got to be solely responsible for all of it. Oh, he's gambling on... Yeah, he is, because that's what he does. That's the reason he went over to Kick. So ridiculous, man. Wait, what's this? Kai's co-star is on the list. Wait, what? This dude, what? Come on, you guys. I'm not actually racist. Chill out. Come on.
I didn't switch.
Potentially
I'm
murdered
not used to
live
switching.
by the police.
Here he is.
That's a good...
Why? This is like ridiculous. What are they trying to show? Yes. Is this supposed to be some secret? Yes. Trainwrecks plays stake on Kick. Correct. So gay, man. That's going to be me tomorrow. Fire up stake, guys. Let's go. Come on. Let's get some spins. Oh, we're going to hit the... We're going to get the Rocky Road spins in or whatever the... I don't know what it's called. Whatever it is.
Point. I mean,
That's a good owner right there. Or whatever the fuck he is.
Yo!
He's like ambassador.
Yeah, he's
Kick tweet.
advisory.
Did Kick really tweet this?
What you got?
Oh, no.
Kick tweeted out hashtag free Fousey.
Oh, no.
Because when he was being taken out by the police.
No, this isn't doctored. This is 100% real. That's such a fucking crazy thing.
We don't know for sure, but I don't... When he was being
Didn't Keemstar tweet this out? I don't know if it's the same source, but...
taken out of the hotel room by the police, he was saying free Fousey, hashtag free Fousey.
Chud, do you think there's an argument for criticizing Kick for not cutting the stream off early, not trained specifically? Yeah, of course. Yeah. I was just saying, I think that there's lots of points which they should have intervened. And they probably should speak on it. I mean, if they want to use the, oh, well, he's mentally ill, so whatever, that's fine. But they probably do need to address it in some way. Like, it's one of the craziest things that's ever happened on a live stream. I just think it's cringe to expect Trainwrecks to be responsible for all of it, you know?
Is this... How can we... How do we know if this is real or
Where did it
not?
come from?
Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if it's real because they post the crazy shit on TikTok, on the official one, of like adding Ross, like fat shaming some girl, like just screaming like crazy shit. So
I
not
could
fat
believe it's
shaming.
real, but I would like to know for sure.
yeah,
I 100%, I believe it could be. It's psychotic, man. Oh wait, here's potential proof. The shadiest fuck from Kick, you posted free Fousey in support of your influencer Fousey, then deleted the tweet when the pressure got high. So they're coming from a different angle, like, oh, you're a fake fan.
delete.
That's
But here-
funny. Pussies.
It looks like they did do it. Here
Back
it is.
down. Yeah, I'm
And-
seeing the chat now confirm that people saw it.
By
so.
clicking
That's
delete.
fucking crazy.
Bruh.
That's what happens when you have a streaming platform with unlimited budget and no oversight, no moral. I mean, the whole thing is built on gambling. They literally...
Oh, this is a gay talking point. I agree. There's definitely, there's definitely some criticism due for Kick. Like, but can we stop being so gay about it, for fuck's sake? Oh, well, they've got no morals, and it's all based on gambling. It's just so boring and fucking trite at this point, Actually construct a good criticism rather than just go, oh, it's all gambling, no ethics. Oh. Exactly. There's a perfectly reasonable criticism of Kick and all of this, but they keep bringing it back to the gambling. Gambling's got nothing to do with any of this whatsoever. You know, this is a fledgling platform, a new platform, making mistakes. Okay, it doesn't all have to be about gambling.
It's ethically
not just
bankrupt.
gambling, crypto gambling, like
right.
as if it wasn't bad
unregulated
enough.
crypto gambling. Like there is no ethical guidelines. There is no northern light in terms of like, you know, company welfare, streamer welfare. Here is a clip. Apparently, this was the doxer who was calling it.
Sorry, what? How is Twitch any better for streamer welfare? Are you fucking serious? What? Make no mistake. Twitch are risk averse, not because they give a shit about streamer welfare. It's because of the fucking advertisers and they're worried about fucking public perception. So stupid. It's so ridiculous. And the thing is, I agree with the fundamental point that Kick should do something or should have done something about the Fousey thing, but the way they're presenting it is so ridiculous to make it about gambling and, oh, they don't care about streamer welfare.
Him and fucking with them, and apparently he's calling the cops on Fousey on Kick, streaming on Kick.
Did I even show this guy?
I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to play it.
Okay.
I just showing.
I haven't even like pulled it up on screen. I just feel like fuck
So
this
he's
guy,
on
don't even give
Kick,
him attention.
calling the police on Fousey.
Nice.
Wait, it's talking about Gamble. These fucking retards haven't done their research. Gamble got banned from Kick for doxing. He got fucking banned. God, these people are so retarded. Gamble was on YouTube, the platform you're on right now. Oh my God, man. These people are so frustrating. They can't even get the basic facts right.
And then, you know, they're, again, fucking Trainwreck just sitting there happily gambling, owner of the platform, who's online during this whole thing and definitely knows about it.
I don't think his actual role at Kick has always been kind of ambiguous. So like I don't know.
He's
if
an
we should say
advisor.
It seems
an
like he
advisor
pulls
or whatever.
He has some pull. He has some pull.
I think it's fair to say he's the face of Kick.
Yeah, he has.
He was
pull
like
there.
launched it and like you know was the biggest advocate.
Wait, hang on a sec. So before Jared Fogle was a pedo, if you had a problem with your fucking meatball sub, are you supposed to contact Jared Fogle about it? Oh, Jared, I found a fucking hair on a meatball sub. Okay, I know you're probably busy nonsense, but can you sort that out, please? What, Trainwrecks isn't responsible for everything that ever happens on Kick? Like, yeah, obviously he's like a public spokesperson. He's a big advocate for it. But there's, there are people behind the scenes that are more responsible for this that you should probably fucking, look to have responsibility for.
Advocate for it, so I think that's fair to say.
He has pull.
Yeah, exactly.
And he definitely saw it because everyone was talking about it. I mean, the views were going up like crazy when it was all happening. So that was really sad. That kind of.
Very dark.
I mean, there was when he got in that state of mind, there was really nothing anyone could do. There was people that were trying to call him and calm him down, and it was just making him more excited.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really anything at that point you could do, but I do think if the stream was removed, it would have helped. Trainwreck is co-founder of Kick in his own bio.
Co-founder and advisor. So, yeah, he could have definitely done something. If like.
What a fucking loser piece of shit. They genuinely, for all I know, it was Trainwreck that tweeted that from their social account. It was like...
Just making shit up. Literally making shit up now. You really think that Trainwrecks runs a Twitter account?
Late at night. Founder of Kick in his own bio.
Co-founder and advisor. So, yeah, he could have definitely done something. If like.
What a fucking loser piece.
Wait a second. It's actually bad if... It's actually bad if, like, the owner is always the person that makes a decision about what does and doesn't happen. That should be delegated to other teams, because obviously the co-founder, if they see someone going viral, they've got a bias to maybe not do something because it's generating views for their business and views for their fucking platform. So you need to have you want to have a separate team that makes that decision. Definitely a criticism there. You can definitely criticize Kick. Why are they putting this all on Trainwreck's shoulders? This is insane. And now he's trying to claim that maybe he was tweeting. That's ridiculous.
Piece of shit. They genuinely, for all I know, it was Trainwreck that tweeted that from their social account. It was like late at night. I mean, who, you know what I mean? I can't imagine many people work there.
Probably not.
But what a dude. God, I don't know how this guy has fans. He is such a scumbag. Just such an unmitigated, worthless, unethical piece of shit. God,
this is immense. Trainwrecks is a fucking scumbag. How is Trainwrecks a scumbag in any of this? What the fuck has Trainwrecks done? How has this become a Trainwrecks hate session? Trainwrecks is, you know, I don't want to fucking glaze or anything, but like, Trainwrecks is unironically giving, like, especially fledgling streamers who maybe aren't making a living at the moment from streaming, giving them a massive fucking chance to make something of it, you know? He didn't tweet anything, as far as we know. He's not spoken on the Fousey situation. Ethan is claiming, without any evidence, that Train possibly tweeted out the hashtag Free Fousey, and they're just shitting on him for gambling on Kick.
Sucks, man. Anyway, listen, it's hard to point fingers and pass blame and stuff. Who can say? The one thing I think for sure would have been good is if Kick ended that stream.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I can say that should have happened that would have helped.
Yep.
And it went.
Also, Trainwrecks is got a project about mental health as well. Like, Trainwrecks clearly is concerned and cares about this. It's so crazy to me that, like, bear in mind that stream escalated within the course of about, what, 20 or 30 minutes or something like that. It was very fucking quick that it escalated. And Trainwrecks, I believe, was live at the time as well. Because, yeah, people were going to his chat and were posting Fousey and the term got bad and it was in emo-only mode. You know, it's to me, it's completely unreasonable to expect when Trainwrecks is doing his own stream to expect him to take immediate, instantaneous action on a situation which he probably didn't even really know about. Maybe had a few DMs about or something like that, but wasn't watching the stream and wasn't engaged with what was going on because he was doing his own content. Oh my God, man, it's ridiculous.
All the way. Like, it was dragged on.
They never shut it off.
No, they never did.
Like, he got taken away by the police, and then it was just like his camera.
The reality is, probably, the likelihood is that there isn't like very good, there probably isn't a very good structure at the top end of Twitch. There probably aren't the correct teams in place to make decisions, like to shut off a stream if something is going on. Decisions are probably left for people that weren't available or weren't around to like quickly, swiftly make decisions. And it probably led to this situation where they didn't take swift action to deal with what was happening. Okay? That's all it is. It's bad. It's stupid. I think Kick probably should do something. I don't know necessarily if like a ban is necessary. To give them a contract would be insane at the moment. They probably need to put some provisos in place. They probably need to put in place measures to protect against this kind of thing in the future. But clearly these people have just got it out for Kick. They just want to shit on Kick. So they're coming up with whatever fucking story they can for another reason to shit on Kick. Rather than be reasonable and think about, okay, it's a new platform. There's obviously issues. There's obviously challenges. Whatever, you know, that's what it is. It's just so pathetic to me. And I hate it when people operate with such a fucking, you know, rabid bias that they can't just like take a step back to analyze this a bit more reasonably. It's just, I don't know, it's just mental to me. And also the fact that Gamble was streaming on YouTube, the platform that they make content on, and they're blaming that on Kick as well. That's YouTube.
Empty hotel room, his feed, and then eventually the security guard that Fousey had came back and turned off the pack, and it, you know, defaulted to his
clip.
His
be right back.
His, like, be right back screen or whatever. And I don't know, did it ever turn off? It
did. It did.
Yeah,
it did eventually. Okay.
Who.
Yeah, somebody shut it off at some point, but
I genuinely think, in my opinion, that people from Kick, potentially even Trainwreck, were watching the numbers and thought it was good for the platform.
Yeah.
And made the conscious decision to let it ride, baby.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that could be true.
And then they were, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the truth of it is, but they definitely need to do something.
What else to say other than that?
Yeah.
But guys, hey, listen, it's not all bad. It's not all bad news. Over at Kick, if you use code H3, you can get a 150% bonus on your first deposit. That's right.
Whoa.
That's right. We don't need your IDs. All we need is your crypto.
To be fair to him, I do think he weighed in on the Kai Cenat situation. I do think he was critical of Kai Cenat, wasn't he? And I think he was critical of Twitch too. Why are you bringing up Gamble? He may be a shit person, but how did he violate any TOS? I'm criticizing Gamble on the basis of what Ethan Klein is saying. Try and keep up, you fucking retard. He's saying Kick is bad because he thought that Gamble was streaming on Kick and was criticizing Kick for having Gamble stream on there, but he wasn't on Kick, he was on fucking YouTube. That's the point I'm making. Jesus Christ. Why can you retards not keep up for more than 5 fucking minutes? Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it.
Account, guys. We accept ETH. We accept Bitcoin. 150% bonus. That's right. Come on down, baby. Let's. Yeah, Fousey. Someone said Kick Fousey was different than Twitch Fousey, which, yeah, that's true. Because Kick Fousey was like your brain on when you're under the influence of.
That's just not true. The fucking airport thing happened on Twitch. What was he on about?
These types of people. And then his...
Did Gamble really make Aaron Carter commit suicide? I watched a video about it. The video was dog shit. I don't know, man. I don't believe that Gamble tried to make him commit suicide. No, I don't think so. Not that anything I've seen anyway.
Heart, blue heart.
I mean, like, it's Aaron Carter. Like, he could just not engage with him if he doesn't want to, right? It seems insane to me to think that he made Aaron Carter kill himself. Thank you for the sub, a girl named Tom. Appreciate it.
Negative kind of behavior that we perceived as negative behavior was being reinforced as good behavior.
At some point, somebody called him when I was watching some of the clips of what happened. I think it was Aiden.
Aiden did call him.
Yeah, Aiden at some point called him and was like, admittedly was trying to like talk him down a little bit, but his way of talking him down, which I guess, I don't know, when somebody's in that state, maybe this is the right approach. But he was telling him, this is the best thing you've ever done. Like, you're winning at life right now, so don't screw it up. So by one token, you know, further encouraging it, like telling him, no, this is actually all great, but just you got to be a little more careful was sort of the
he's a moron.
The message.
He tried at least.
Yeah. I mean,
sure. It's good that he tried more than anyone at Kick did.
Yeah.
From what I saw, Aiden was telling him to go to sleep, like rest, and that kind of ticked him off more.
Even though I think Aiden's a moron, and I'm not even gonna say anything nice about him. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
What? That's so petty and pathetic. Like, what? He really cannot bring himself to say something nice about Aiden Ross. Like, yeah, you can say something nice about Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross stepped in and tried to fucking mitigate and tried to stop him from going over the precipice. Totally reasonable. Why can you not say something nice about Aiden Ross? What the fuck, man? God, this attitude is wild to me.
I thought it was good that he called, though. I thought it was good he called.
Yeah.
And, you know, at a certain point, though, he stopped answering his phone, and he was just like, I'm not fucking answering any more calls. Fuck all these people telling me to turn off the stream. That's it. That's all. That's what happened. But, you know, I was hoping that they would take him to a facility for taking care of monitoring his
evaluation. Yeah.
And that seems to be what they did. So that was the best outcome in terms of what happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, early in the night, it was a whole thing. Fousey was getting in fights and smacking people. He was obviously his behavior was getting really wild, but I don't know. These buffoons, they don't understand mental illness, or they don't. I wouldn't call it illness. It's like different conditions that people have. Or maybe that's giving them too much benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just don't give a fuck. I don't know. That's what that is, eh? Anyway, I wish him, I wish he gets better, and I hope he takes my advice to heart that I think he would be happier long term and more peaceful if he, just moved on to having a normal type of life.
Yeah, get out of being an influencer.
It's just when you get all that
Not for
attention,
you,
it
man.
just unfortunately, it sucks because it's a thing that a lot of people want to do, and a lot of stuff that people like doing. You get a ton of attention, you make a lot of money, so it's hard to come to this realization that it's only hurting you, and it may not be the best path for you. I don't know. Unfortunately.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if Fousey was able to bring it down to a G6 or G5, as much as people don't like it, he'd probably be fine. Some of those clips from earlier on, when he was just like, being a bit boisterous, are fine. It's only when it gets to an extreme. But then, I guess it's whether he can control it or not. He needs to get back on his medication. Needs to calm down a little bit. Probably these 24-hour streams are no good.
There it is.
There it is.
I don't want to say illness because it feels derogatory. Like it's a you know what I mean? We all have our shit to deal with. It's not like he's sick, that he can be cured of his sickness or something. We all got shit to deal with, and it's a condition, right, that he has. It's different than some people have. And I have conditions that are different. I don't consider it an illness, you know what I mean? It's just something you deal with. Dude, it was so wild. He had a bodyguard there the whole time. It was just such a wild scene.
Why are you talking
It was
about trans
surreal.
people?
I don't even know how to
Wait, what?
describe it. Watching that was just surreal.
Yo, chill.
Thought I
Kicks
was watching
tomorrow.
like a movie or something. Or it just didn't feel real. I don't know.
Well, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, the first comment, I watched 3 days straight. It was epic. I mean, doesn't that say it all? It's just so frustrating because I feel like there's definitely a reasonable criticism in there somewhere of all this, but they just take it to an extreme and they just make retarded points because they don't like Kick, and it's obvious they don't like Kick. But yeah, there we go. There's H3's take on the situation, guys. For what it's worth. Anyway, is there any more updates? I feel like you just want more Fousey, but there's no more Fousey to give.